Hello everyone, and today I just wanted to make a quick video, um, I guess in response to the recent events that happened in Orlando. Um, there was a mass shooting, and and of course it's stirred up a lot of debate over a lot of issues. But what I really just wanted to talk about was the response to what would appear to be a great evil, a great wrong that was done. Um, the correct response to great violence, and in the old state of consciousness, of the consciousness of mind, there's an immediate reaction to violence. Somebody is struck with in some way, and then there's a response and an attack back, and that mindset um, is just a reaction mode, and it, it it perpetuates itself, and if that mode of consciousness is continued, then basically the person who is in control has the biggest stick, has the biggest, um, yeah, the biggest and largest weapon. Um, Sometimes when it gets into these situations where um, the enemy is not so clear, um, it becomes very, very difficult to respond in that way. And in fact, I would go to say is it's actually illogical to respond in that way. Um, in those circumstances, um, it behooves everyone to respond um, in a different way, and to go beyond the level of mind, and basically step out of the reaction mode. And all the great spiritual teachers have always stated that uh, that you never fight violence with violence. Basically, you have to um, you have to be peaceful. If you want peace, you have to be peaceful. You have to show peace, and it takes someone taking initiative in that way. You have to be willing to show the opposing side, and um, that you're willing to accept them, even if there was great wrong that was done. I was watching a video about Nelson Mandela. It was one of the things that he had done, and at one point in his life, he did decide that he was going to use violent methods to attack, from what I understand, and he was arrested for that. And it was after he was released from jail. It was amazing that he must have really dove into himself, and really self-evaluated everything, uh, to be so enlightened afterward. He was willing to go to many of the people that were oppressive to his people, um, and many of the organizations that were very oppressive to black South Africans, and and he approached them and tried to understand them, and it was very interesting that he and because he did that, you know, any of those big long-standing changes, they always originated from that level of consciousness, from uh, Martin Luther King and many others that had always went beyond the level of violence and really spoke to the heart of people. And so it really behooves us as a nation to really look more inward and to definitely not be fearful of uh, for whatever reason and I usually do not watch the news at all because I find that so much of it is so negative, and I know right now they're really focused on um, ISIS and terrorism and things that and so I don't even um, generally watch it, or to be honest, I would consider myself fairly ignorant about most of those issues. Um, but and 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 part of the reason why I would choose to do that is because I just find that that people are just responding in this fearful way and then want to react and it's like almost want to attack back and fight back type of thing, and I'm just not of that type of mindset that would want to do that. I would want to be the example of being more peaceful towards um, towards your enemy. Be loving towards your enemy. It's the only way to make any lasting change. And it seems, um, again, it seems maybe somewhat naive, but but again, all the great spiritual teachers, that's what they teach. And it only makes sense anyway, because if you're just going to react back and attack back, you're basically reinforcing that image that they have in their mindset about you, because that's really what they are attacking anyways. They're attacking a mindset. They can't really know you anyway. What they know is what they have envisioned in their mind about you. And the only way to change that is to change that perspective, what they expect as a response back. They expect a reaction back because that's what that mind structure would do. And to step out of that pattern, it starts to break away the mindset that they have of you. And so it already starts to chip away at that structure. Um, that mind thought, there's just this thought that they have of you. Um, so it would just start to chip away at that, and it would just dissolve very quickly. So I know I tend to just be rambling on about this, so I guess I'll just end off with that. And so thank you everyone for watching, and take care.